Hello, hello. Welcome to this space. Welcome to our beautiful Patreon family. And we have some visitors here as well today. Thank you for joining us via the video and or the live. So we're going to be doing our Q&A first. Once a month, we hold a space in which we allow for questions and answers, although I'm always available via video, via email. And then we're going to do our sacred alignment space, which is a beautiful monthly connectivity to allowing a sacred alignment for all that we're doing, processing, being, assimilating, expanding all throughout the month, So we have all of these really big spaces, beautiful spaces, expansive spaces, and they are being processed by our bodies. Our physical bodies are processing our energy. Our physical bodies are processing our consciousness, our light, the information of you. And so this sacred alignment is about that. This is a space in which we allow for all the spaces that we've had, whether they were in other spaces you connect with me, through classes, videos, meditations, courses, or other spaces of your spiritual walk and other, ways in which you are expanding you, healing you, blessing you, being you, really. It's just about being, really. This is about allowing the body to catch up, this space. This is about allowing the energy system inside the human form to be given a blessed sacred alignment based upon the consciousness you are in right now, based upon all you've learned since the last time you were here with me. Yes, many of you do this monthly, this sacred alignment. This used to be the full moon space. We're going to get our Q&A in just a moment, just letting a few more in the door. This used to be our full moon space. Many of you have been with me a very long time, and we would meet on the full moons. And then I understood that I needed to allow this to be near them, near the full moon space, if you will. But at the same time, there was a sovereignty anchoring beyond, in addition to and beyond the full moon energy. So here we are in our sacred alignment session. So we're going to take about 25 minutes or so probably for our Q&A. Now I have 4 or 5 questions already here with me that was sent in. And if you have a question and you want to ask it and you're here, please chat in that you have a question, or let me know, and we'll bring you in to ask your question. If you hear these that I'm going to speak on, or anything here in the Q&A, and it creates a question, right? Allow that space and just share it with me, and we'll go from there. And everything I share is from my inner knowing and from my own experience. So your being, your intuition, your inner knowing may tweak it, may edit it, may feel completely aligned with what I share. But that's your space to be your sovereign being, yes? That's your space to be your sovereign being. All right, divine ones, thank you so much for being here. So I'll start with these questions here. This is a really good one. It came in one of the chats several of you are in. I think it might have been the Goddess course. And it really, I took it out of the chat. It wasn't specifically worded this way. But the individual wrote in and said they had experienced a dream that was really real, like it felt so real to them. And it was a big dream in the sense that some of the realness was, maybe some density or darkness or heaviness to it, maybe a little bit of fear in there, maybe a lot. I have not spoken specifically to the individual, but I am taking this from that space. So thank you for writing into the chat, dear one. So what should you do if you have a bad dream? And what does it mean if it feels so real? Is there a message here? Is there something going on with us when this is happening? Especially if there's some type of fear in there, or density or darkness involved, you know? Now, there are a lot of understandings on this. There are a lot of teachings on this, and I'm not saying they're not accurate. I'm just saying, keep in mind, what we learn in this space is everything is in alignment. Yes? So every teaching on what this means to have a dream feel so real holds an alignment. And every teaching on what does it mean if the dream holds density or darkness, all the different viewpoints on that hold an alignment. They're all coming from a specific space of the being's vantage point that is energetically anchored in that alignment. So what I share with you here is an alignment I hold reference dreams. And I've never studied dream work. Everything I get is from the purity of my inner knowing and my own experience. Many of you were here when I went through a Q&A session with you, maybe last fall, and it was about fear. And some of you will remember that, where I shared a very specific dream I had, which is in the archives on Patreon, I'm sure, for the Being the New Human, the Q&A. But I had a very big dream that was daunting and could have been perceived as dense and dark and scary. And years ago, definitely I would have felt it that way. But I have become very good at being very present and aware, even in my dream space. You know how we talk about holding awareness in your everyday experiences so that you consciously align your energy? You're not reactive, but you're responsive. You're responsible with your alignment, your choice. I do that even in my dreams. So I think that's another level to us, you know? But remember, all spaces of us are us. Dreams are no different. Energy session spaces, meditation spaces, it's all you, it's all your creation. It's all us communicating with ourselves. So for me, when a dream is dense, has darkness in it or fear, it's because I do. It's because something connected to that understanding in my life is giving me the opportunity, I'm giving me the opportunity to bring it love and heal it and realize that there's nothing there to harm me, but that I am sovereign from love, not from a battle cry, you know, I used to do that. I used to do the rebuking and the casting out and all of this. And when I'd have a bad dream, you know, and then you have to wash the sheets and you have to wash your pajamas and you have to sage your room and you have to do all these things because you had a bad dream or it was a dark space, right? And I'm not saying I still don't wash my sheets, my pajamas, and sage. I do understand energy, period. So I do that. But when I'm in the space and it feels very real, it's because I like to call it a spiritual dream. It's bringing me something from my spirit that is asking me to give it my attention from my conscious awareness, not from my fear space of the last time I was thinking about that space or dealing with something connected with that space, but truly from presence and conscious awareness of my sovereignty and my wholeness. And so if you look back at that video, it really gives a lot more information. And I shared another video on YouTube about, the title has something to do with fear. It should be in my playlist on classes, I believe. But can you really live fearlessly or something like that? When there's that density in the dream, or even evil, for me, my vocabulary choice would have been the dreams I was having were having a lot of what I would call evil in them. But I changed how I confronted it in my dream. I changed how I felt about it in my dream, in the very moment of having the dream. And I chose to come from love and the understanding of there was nothing outside of me or within me that was bigger than me. I was one with source space, my sovereignty, my wholeness, my higher selves, my spiritual team. And I was being given the opportunity to let go of some fears. Now, that particular video I spoke on was a memory dream. I went back to my childhood home. My mother was laying next to me in a bunk bed I slept in when I was little. But I was this now me in the dream. And then I got out of bed to go into the living room. And then the living room was like some type of dark, like no form to it, very weird. Like I was in some formless space of darkness. And then these beings were coming up behind me that felt very dark, and I would have called them demons. And then I went back to get in bed with my mother. All of this meant so much, believe me, I picked it all apart very well. But I was scared in the dream, but I was trying to be very lucid and present. And I got back in bed with my mother, and then the hands came up from the sides of the bed. And now this is the second dream about the hands. So there's another one you all know, many of you know of, but the reason why I share this is because in that moment, just like in the second one, I had two, but I've never had one since. And I live in a very different energy now as well. Much, much more flow. Incredible beings of light, able to communicate and come in because of the vibrational healing I gave myself by not looking at what I was dreaming as dense, dark, ugly, and going to kill me or hurt me, right? But I chose to, in the dream space, reach out with love and just say, you have the right to go to higher light if you choose to the things in the dream that felt dark. So if you're having a scary dream or a dark dream or a very intense real dream, and there's spaces in it that make you feel uncomfortable, know that it's your space. You are sovereign, and you have the right to simply, with full awareness, state to whatever it is, that it has the right to go to the light. It has the right to allow itself to shift its consciousness as well. I believe it's a space of us. So we're really not talking to something outside of us. I believe we're actually communicating with a space of our own being. And it's coming through in the dream format because that's a way of communication. And just by saying, I come with love to you, to this space of the dream, this being in the dream, this person in the dream, this whatever it is, I come with love. No matter what you're feeling, I've felt some intense stuff as well in dreams, really, really real. I get what you're saying. Beautiful one who wrote in about this. I mean, I could feel pressure on my body, like something was pushing on me, and then, but I just chose to hold the line, maintain the understanding that I was safe. I was safe. I know that's a really big space, and I didn't do it overnight. This is years of it. I had sleep paralysis for years. I had beings by my bed, machinery by my bed. I've had all kinds of things. Beings floating over my husband. There's a funny joke there. I tried to push it away, ended up slapping him in the face at 3 a.m. He was sound asleep. He says from now on, if I see any beings over him, to just let them be. Don't try to get the beings away from me. He says, just leave them alone. So I've navigated a lot of spaces. I don't want to make it sound like it was, just, I had a bad dream and I decided to be this way and now everything's different. I learned how to be different. And then I chose to be different and I implemented it. And now because of that, my life is different. My dream space is different. It's an entirely different vibrational space of existence. I really believe, from what I've learned, and I'm putting this in a book as well, that when you ascend vibrationally, when you shift your consciousness vibrationally and you move into another space of your understanding of yourself and everything around you, I believe your dream space does tick up or expand with any densities left that are trying to get your attention. I believe the dream space is a massive space of healing and shift for the human. I did more work in my dream space than anywhere else in all the aspects of the way in which I connect with energy and consciousness and so forth. So if you are experiencing anything in the dream space that feels super real or daunting or beautiful or wherever it is on the spectrum, it is you communicating with you what's going on with you. So trust it, allow it, know that you're safe, right? From day one, I've been sharing that phrase, you are safe. Yes, you are loved. Allow. So all of that fits here. And yeah, there's no reason why you can't bless your space. I clear my space every morning when I open my eyes. I've told you guys this, especially since I started to understand how I travel when I sleep. And we all do. But I understand it more clearly now. And when I open my eyes, I can see this circular shape on wherever I look. If I look at the wall, it's there briefly. It disappears very fast. If I look up at the ceiling, it's there. But it's an understanding of the connectivity of how we, all of humans, travel when they sleep. And the body stays in the bed, but your consciousness, if you will, goes, traveling along. And so when I wake up in the morning, I say to myself immediately that I clear that path of travel. So wherever I went, whatever I learned, whatever I did, I just bless it with clarity and clearing, because even a beautiful home, if it's not dusted and vacuumed, will get dusty and dirty over time, right? So it can be exquisite and beautiful. It deserves to be maintained and loved. And so I don't clear it because I'm afraid if I don't. I clear it because I respect myself and I honor that sacred space of my being. I also do that with my root lines and my crown, just right away when I wake up in the morning. It takes you less than 60 seconds to intend and visualize it. It doesn't have to be a massive ritual. It doesn't have to involve candles and oils. It can, that's lovely. But it can be the intent you set the minute you're back in your body, if you will, and you're awakened to your physical experience that you're having. If you were having some type of difficulty with the dream space escalating in density, then there's most likely something that you are really trying to get yourself to see, and you may need a little assistance with someone else looking at it with you and maybe helping you see the spaces. That can happen a lot. I work with people who will send me their dreams and ask me, what do I think? Doreen wrote in, I have experiences upon sleeping and awakening. I'm becoming more comfortable with it, but still have fears and confusion about what I'm seeing. And it's all right, because fears usually are very prominent with the unknown. We usually always have a little apprehension or a lot about what we don't understand or what we're not sure about, But really, if you can anchor into, I am safe. Let that be your mantra. I am safe. There's a lot happening when that's your mantra, when that's your intent, when that's your inner anchor. One is you're aligning, I am safe, right? Because whatever you focus on, whatever you intend, you are aligning it, and you are, that's the vantage point. And whatever the vantage point is what you will see. So if it is, I have terrifying dreams and something's trying to kill me and I am terrified, you're going to keep having terrifying dreams where something's going to be trying to kill you and you're going to be terrified, because that's your vantage point of alignment and that's what you're coming from design-wise. I'm not trying to judge anybody, and I'm not saying Doreen's doing this, so please know that. This is across the board for me and everyone else. Whatever your vantage point is your alignment. When I decided I am love, I am one with source space, with Jesus, Yeshua, my guardians of light, I know I'm surrounded by light. I know it with everything in me, and I'm getting the understanding of how it's not just when I decide to make a video or hold a session, it's the vibrational alignment of my absolute being. It is always, it is a part of me. When I say a bad word, it doesn't leave. I know it may shock people to think I say a bad word, but I do sometimes. That's a joke. I'm sure you all understand I do, but when I'm having a bad dream, the team of light is still all with me. My sovereignty, my connection to source, all of us, that's how it works. But the thing is, those of us who, because I used to live on this side of the fence, so please let me tell you how it is on that side, because I lived there a very long time, 40 some years of my life. when I lived believing that there was something out going to get me, I saw it everywhere I looked. When I believed there was something dense, dark to fear, I saw dense, dark things to fear everywhere I looked. But when I started believing and thinking about and contemplating and talking about and living completely from the vantage point of, whoa, wait a minute, there's this entirely beautiful space of divine beings around me and within me. Like they were always there, but I couldn't see them or feel them or hear them or connect with them as much because I could here and there, you know, but not at the level that I was seeing the densities. But it's because I was constantly imagining the densities, right? We all do it. Lights go out, you're laying in bed. What's that noise? You don't go, oh, I bet it's a glorious guardian coming to send me love and light. We usually go, oh, I bet it's something's going to try to eat me or get me or claw me or whatever, drag me out of my bed. I don't know what you think, but I know what I've thought. All I'm saying is alignment is key. And if you'll start with I am safe, it is a very powerful place to start. And then remembering your one with source. Try to shoot through some of these really quickly, these other spaces. But I really think that's important for us to understand. If you're having intense dreams or dense dreams, good. I'm sorry to say it, but no, I'm not. Good. Because that means you're really communicating with yourself. You're ready to leave the room of fear. You're ready to level up and be a new you. Your hand's on the doorknob. And when you move through that dream space with grace, with respect for yourself and all involved, when I felt hands on me one time, I tell the story a million times, but I reached out, like lucidly pushed my body. I was like out of body halfway, which, you know, if you ever gone out of body, you can't move your tongue. You can't even talk hardly. You're like, oh, la, la, la. It's really weird in your, what you think of as dream. But I forced myself and went towards this hand that was on me that felt really gross. And I just wanted to say, I love you, and try to kiss it. Because I knew with everything in me. And again, vantage point is everything. What do you believe? I knew with everything in me, if I did that, I would dissolve all the densities, all the fears, all the evils that could possibly even be present if they were there. And I would transmute them into peace. I just knew that with everything in me. And so that's what I did. But let me tell you something. For 40 some years of my life, I didn't do that. And I watched day in and day out my experiences, my dream space, everything reflect fear. But once I said, I'm going to do something different, and I did it, I don't have those experiences anymore. And the experiences I am having are freaking amazing. All right, so someone asked, why do I have difficulty speaking light language? And we've talked about this one before as well. And I mentioned to this person in an email that I'm send you a video specifically on it that I did on YouTube. So there's grander detail in that to save time, but everything is energy. And if you think you are safe, you are safe. If you think you struggle with anything, you will struggle with whatever you think you struggle with. Align your thoughts first, if at all possible. You're not lying, because there's a space of you that already embodies all of this, and you're making your way to that space. And the only reason that space already exists is because the you that in this now did what you did here. So trust yourself. That's another thing I say all the time. And allow, don't judge. And remember that every single journey, every single path, every single person's experience is unique. And everyone conveys differently with light language. Some people, it's only hands. They never speak it. And some people, they don't do hands and they only speak. Some people, it's sounds and tones. But I just put a new video up on YouTube last night. So August 12th, for anyone watching this video later on, August 12th, 2022, there's a video that launched on It's an activation video. I gave it to you guys for 1 week as a gift here on Patreon. Some of you had done it already. And then I released it to everybody on YouTube just last night. But it helps with light language as well. So don't be hard on yourself if you're struggling with not speaking your languages of light and you want them more. If you can become content with the you are here, talked about that a lot as well. If you can become content with the you are here space of you, you will open the door to every space of the you are here's that you already have. Surrender is a powerful thing. Doreen, I think, used that word one time as well when we were talking about higher self coming in. I think she was mentioning to show her spaces that she may want to look at a little deeper and bring a little love to. And there is a power in that, because you know what lies within that? Trust. When you stop fighting and stop wanting, and you become grateful and you feel the presence of your now and the beauty that is in it, in that moment, you are trusting yourself. You're not judging yourself. And this doesn't, I'm not trying to imply judgment by saying this, so please, please, please know that. But if anyone here is wondering why they don't speak light language yet, or they don't see things other people see, or whatever your space is, everybody here is so different. I have one individual, they're not here right now, but they're usually always here, and many of you know them. They're so beautiful and vibrant. They've been with me longer than anyone. And they struggled for a very long time because they wanted to see what everyone was seeing. They were hearing all the feedback in the chats and different spaces, and they weren't seeing anything. They were relaxed in session spaces. They were relaxed in, group spaces we would do together, but they wouldn't see anything like everyone else was seeing. We say that, but not everyone sees, right? Not everyone sees the same way. They didn't give up, and they stuck with it, and they just graduated a master teacher of Acasma Quantum Expansion and the spaces I teach. And in Master 1, it's broken into 3 spaces. In Master 1, they started to see. But they had never given up. And their light language came in. This work we do with Acasma Quantum Expansion, it activates your gifts. It really does. I have a video I'm going to put out soon. I'm working with a woman in a master course who says clearly she was clairvoyant. I think she says clairsentient and a couple other clears. I don't know them all. I never studied all of that. But she said once she began working with the Acasma, every single space of her gifts just opens up. She's like, I'm a full-blown medium now. And some of you here have even experienced that as well. These were the people who are having that full-blown open up moment. Most of them, if not all, have been working towards that space and incrementally shifting their being for quite some time. Everything is energy. Don't blame yourself at all if you see differently, speak differently, or have a different outer life reflecting back at you. Just understand it as energy, and then from that vantage point, start changing things, because everything's energy. Start changing things here and there. Implement knowledge of the spaces you want more of in your life. Read books about it, watch movies about it, documentaries, connect with people like this, with spaces like this. Some people I witness so many people that I really get a good kind of focus group, if you will, of what's working for who and how and so forth. I see that the people that really eat, sleep, and breathe higher consciousness, the expansion of the being, energy work, whatever it is, in all those types of spaces, are experiencing all those things really getting bigger in their lives. And this isn't judgment. I'm just trying to give everyone a little bit of really powerful understanding here. When there's a lot of focus on the physical world and the regular cycle ways that's always been given focus to and everybody's always been living from, that's what's more prominent. It takes time, not much sometimes, but it takes definite shift of focus and energy on whatever that point is you're focusing on for that point to expand. And if we're all very honest with ourselves, if we look at our lives, whatever's biggest is what we've been looking at the longest. Whatever's the biggest is what we've been talking about the most. So own the power of that understanding and shift the focus. Start speaking about this thing over here or that thing over there that you really want to grow, and allow you. Trust you. The biggest thing that's happening is you're waking up. I'm waking up. In every single space of these unfoldings, it is an opportunity of a new alignment of vibration, because everything is energy. And as you embrace those spaces with love, knowing you are safe and knowing that you trust yourself, you are aligning from those spaces. So every experience that you are having then is rooted in the design point of safe, loved, trust. All right, I'm going to jump one more thing real quick, 60 seconds. Ready? What does it mean to be my wholeness? It's everything I just got done talking about, being anchored in your every thought and every day. It's never allowing or putting on your own now version everything and trying to carry it without tapping into, I am safe because I'm surrounded by light and love, and I am that light and love. I'm in this format and I'm in every format you see around me. I am a space of source. I am a space of my higher self. I am the space of that which I was before I am here. I am that which I am beyond this here in that other now. When that space of you, that mentality, that understanding, that perception, that viewpoint, that vantage is in the now, you, looking through your eyes, speaking through your mouth, thinking through your mind, feeling through your heart, that is wholeness. That is wholeness. You were never made to walk alone. It's an illusion that allows an opportunity for you to figure it out and walk in that space of love, sovereignty, wholeness. So those were really beautiful questions and big ones, big ones. Thank you so much for sending them in. And we're going to move into the sacred alignment space. Thank you, Holly. Thank you. It's beautiful. Helps me with light weaving. That's beautiful, Holly. Jessica, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. You know, that's beautiful, Jessica. Thank you for sharing that. It's an opportunity, yes? Every space of us, we design for ourselves as an opportunity. And if you don't like the way it feels, that's glorious flag or signpost of you're about to leave that room. You're about to move into a new space of you if you choose to come from a new response. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you always got. So if you want to go into a new direction, take the direction, the new direction. All right, Divine Ones, let's go for our sacred alignment space for this beautiful month of August. I'll be adding music to this. You can return to the video as many times as you feel to. It'll be available on Patreon. This is a Patreon only event, so all right. Just allow yourself to close your physical eyes, please. Take a nice deep breath in, nice and slow. As you exhale, you're going to allow the body to relax. Beautiful. Just allow the space, please. Just allow the space. You're connecting in. Nice deep breath. Beautiful. You're anchoring right now. Beautiful, Divine Ones. Irasane yanatoa kea taro tukua kaua. Beautiful. Just allow the space. Just breathe nice and slow, nice and deep. Beautiful anchoring. Root lines deep into the planet, vibrant gold. The centers on the bottoms of your feet are open, expansive, vibrant. They are root centers as well. And the root center at the base of your torso, vibrant. Just allow this alignment, this blessing. You are right now connecting in with the energies of the earth. You are designed in your human form to connect with the energies of the earth. It is a vitality. It is a vibrance for the human, for the body. Allow. It is like you are soaking up, if you will. Just allow. It's moving through your legs, your hips, your pelvic, all your organs, your blood, the bones, the marrow, your systems, muscles, tendons, your cells, your water. Just allow, please. Your human body is designed to live on this planet at this time. This is what you are. You are earth. You are human. Allow. Just breathe. Solar plexus is clearing and aligning. Just allow, please. You are anchoring a higher vibration of yourself. So you prepared with your roots. And now you are allowing the solar plexus to expand. Just allow. Solar plexus in the higher human is a point of conscious expansion. Just allow. Some of you are clearing for your ancestors as well. Some of you have already cleared for them, and they, no matter what, all are standing with you. Breathe. Some of you are standing on cobblestone streets barefoot right now. Some of you, someone is. Damp, wet cobblestone street. Beautiful. Just allow, maybe your ancestors, but just allow, please. Ooh, big heart opening. Portal of the heart opening right now. Just allow. Breathe nice and slow. It's a quantum energy session. Whatever you're feeling is yours. It's a sacred space of alignment. Everyone is in their own sacred space of experience. A lot of heart energy. There's an opening between the solar plexus and the heart center that is actually solidifying its width. It is much larger now. That's how you are moving your energy for the expansion of your consciousness from the heart to the solar plexus. Just allow, please. Breathe. Beautiful waves of color coming in, sacred geometry. Some of you, your hands are vibrating. Some of you, the energy is in your mouth. Beautiful, right? Someone just experienced a very, very big clearing in their ovaries. Hirata seya taka oa neanata awa tirata sakia natukura tekia tusukuneya atuka aneya takasuki ki adua. Breathe. Someone has an ailment, you've had a problem in your left ankle for a very long time, maybe your whole life. You're receiving healing right now, left ankle. Just allow, please. And now allow your attention to the top of the head, the crown. Breathe slowly, please. Allow your crown to be open. Beautiful anchoring, beautiful divine one. Yes, divine one, that is lovely, beautiful. Now the crown is open, roots are deep, anchored, grounded, vibrant, strong. Heart center portal open, active. Upper heart chambers are opening as well. Tuese yanatea. Tuese, 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 tuese. There's a blessing on your throat center right now. Tuese, 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 tuese. Beings are here, they are blue. Blessing the throat center if you choose to receive. Crown is open. Rays of light, they are you. They are your information. They are part of your energy field. Out the crown. Just allow. Breathe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You may feel this in your head, on the top of your head. Crown is out and extended. This is a means in which the human, in this format of itself, picks up codes from the sun and the moon. And this does not have to be as if you are outside in the sunlight or the moonlight. They do not diminish by whether there is darkness or light. Once they are given to the planet, they are present to be received. And your crown is not out when you leave this session. Your crown is your crown of glory in all spaces of you. May you walk knowing, feeling, sensing, being the being that holds the crown upon the head in such a glorious way. Now in this moment, you are doing your own sacred alignment. I am offering you the higher vibrational space of connection. I have guided you into the understanding of what you are and what you've done and where you are in this space. Now allow yourself, breathe deeply, slowly into your heart. Exhale golden light from the heart through the whole body, up and down equally, outward into your field equally. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just allow. Nice inhale in the heart. Exhaling golden light through the body, up and down equally. One more time, please. Nice and slow, inhaling through the heart. Beautiful, deep, full exhale, golden light up and down through the body, out through the field, equally and simultaneously from your root lines and your crown. As above, so below, as within, so without. understanding you are this energy being in a human format, understanding you are the designer and aligner, understanding you are source in human form, you are consciousness wave that has taken on a format. Breathe. Allow. Trust yourself. Some of you are leaning into that deeper here, and just allowing that intent, whispering it from your heart. I trust myself. And allowing yourself to feel what that feels like. It's beautiful. It's big. It's time. All various spaces, but all valid. And then allow. Say, I allow. What are you allowing? You're allowing you. You're allowing you to be a human being, meaning you're bringing balance in. You're being the human that you understand yourself as, but you're also going to start being the being that happens to be in the human that you are. Bless that sacred alignment. I allow. Breathe. There's some restructuring going on in the third eye and the solar plexus simultaneously. There's a big clearing coming out of the solar plexus. Just allow. Just allow. You're transmuting the energies of you with your love. Beautiful, beautiful. Just allow, please. Golden white light flooding in all around you. Vibrant. Some of you are seeing it as white light all around you. You feel like somebody turned a light on, a flashlight right in front of your face. Some of you are seeing waves of green, purple. Just allow, please. We are one with the light beings in the higher vibrational spaces of connection. The ones you see in my video. We are one with them. When they say we are here, we are part of the we. They want you to know that, divine one. They want you to walk with them and them with you. We are here for this now. We are here for this planet. We are here for ourselves, and we are here for our collective of humans that we hold the form of in this experience we are having. Breathe. Allow. I am safe. Really allow yourself to anchor that one. Trust that one. I am safe. I am loved. I live within a constant flow of my highest good. Breathe. Somebody's marrow is being healed in some way. The bone marrow. Somebody has a liver thing, something with the liver is restructuring itself. It's healing spaces that were damaged. This is a physical space. This is a spiritual space. This is a space of your wholeness. Sacred alignment. Crown center is expanded. The way in which you communicate has been activated at a new vibrational level of you. Allow moving forward. Implement new ways of being you, knowing, intending, that understanding. Saying to yourself, I am a new vibrational alignment of myself. Let me try it this way. Let me speak about it this way. Let me respond and do it this way. Implement some new spaces to go with your new vibration. Yes? Breathe nice and slow, nice and deep. And just allow the space. And just allow yourself this space of it to do what you feel to do without my guidance. We're here together. Follow your inner knowing. Beautiful. Just allow you. Follow that inner knowing. Tu ese anatea. Ke anataku anea. Asakakua. Ini anatawa. Beautiful Divine One, you are expansive and vast. You are powerful and divine. Te yanatatawa. Te yanatatawa. Te yanatatawa. Just allow the space. Just allow you. Breathing in nice and slow, nice and deep. Blessing all spaces of your body. Seeing your beautiful physical body at the top of your head and allowing yourself to just look yourself from the top of your head down your face, down your neck and your torso, your arms. Look down over your pelvic, your hips, your legs, your knees, your calves, shins, your ankles. Look down over your feet, your toes, and say thank you. I love you and I will take care of you. You are the temple that houses my light, that connects energetically into the planet in which we live right now. And you are the temple in which I connect with all of my team, all of my guardians, my guides, my God, my Goddess, my source. All spaces of my soul experiences all dwell within my temple, my body, my vessel. Thank you. Thank you, divine body. Thank you. You are timeless, Holy One, in your beautiful, vibrant light. And you are bringing that vastness of you into this glorious human form. And this is one space of your eternity. Breathe. We're going to begin to seal the space up. And before we do so, I want you to take a moment, if you haven't already, and I want you to see your loved ones. This is a higher vibrational space of connection. Bless them. See their faces before you. Say, I bless you. I bless you. I bless you. These can be friends, family, animals, your loved ones. Bless them now from this higher vibrational space of divinity. We hold them in this highest light with us. We offer them peace. We offer them health, miracles if they need a healing. May you get a call, may you get an email, may you get an outreach of some kind saying, you're never going to believe this, but so-and-so had a miracle. Can you hold that with me now for them? We are miracle workers. That's the vibration we live in. Send the miracles now, Divine One. Send them now. Yera sotoko neana. E neana taea. Takoro tokok ea. Asakatik enia. Atukura. Kekia natak otusa. Atik inea. Takarotukoa. Send them now. Send them now. We are supported by the universe. We are supported by Yeshua. We are supported by Source. We are supported by the Goddess within. We are supported by that which we are. Send the miracles, Divine One. Send them. Feel them. Feel their glory. Feel their beauty. And release them to be received. And just allow yourself to close your space in the greatest degree of love, in the highest spaces of light. Feel the space. Feel it. You can feel the vibration of love, of divinity, of peace, of abundance, of health, joy, of higher consciousness. You can feel it in your breath. You can taste it in the air. Allow yourself to make note of it. Allow yourself to make note of it. When you make note of it, you anchor it more, you align it more, you expand it more, because your notation of it is how it is in your reality, your notation of it, is how it gets to stay there. And the more you note it, the bigger it becomes. Thank you, beautiful. Maya wrote in, I felt miracles anchored. Thank you, Maya. I did as well. I look forward to receiving emails, direct messages, comments, however you choose to reach out to me. We are going to have stories to tell, Divine Ones. We are going to have stories to tell. This is only the beginning. And this is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Thank you for choosing to be here with me, Divine One. Crown centers are glowing right now. Literally like glowing. Oh my goodness, your crown centers are exquisite. That is your divinity, your sovereignty, your wholeness in this glorious array of light upon your glorious human head, your vessel. Thank you for choosing to hear you. Thank you for being in this now, in this space, for choosing to walk with me and for allowing me to walk with you. I use the words I can, but I use them all the time, and yet I say them with my full heart and my wholeness. My divinity speaks it to you. But I am honored to walk with you. I am deeply grateful for you, and I do love you. I do love you. You will always be loved by me. Jessica wrote in, amazing soul, your soul's pure. It's amazing how I can feel it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for being here, Holy One. Thank you, Divine One. I bow to you and your divinity, Jessica. Thank you. Doreen, the birds around my home were very active during the session. Beautiful. I love it. Beautiful avian energy, yes? Oh, that's interesting. I remember saying blue beings were here. And there's an understanding and a teaching available reference to blue avians. So there's a connection we may have, yes? The birds, the avian family, and then there are beings called blue avians that we work with as well. So how beautiful is that? I love that. And I believe Julia, she has a blue feather connection as well. Oh, beautiful Divine Ones. Thank you so much for sharing these things here at the end as well. And I bless each and every one of you from the love within my heart, the divinity I see within you as an honor to witness. Thank you, Amy. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, powerful. Thank you, Amy, for being here. Holly, absolutely beautiful and powerful. We all are. Thank you. Beautiful and full. Yes, 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 we all are. Yes, Holly, yes. All right. So grateful for each and every one of you. I can't wait till we get to connect again in the next space we connect in. I love being with you all. All right, Holy Ones, have a glorious now, wherever your now may be. Have a glorious now and walk with that glorious crown acknowledged and noted, yes? Thank you, Holy Ones. Thank you.